Hello, first graders. We're back today to make the Laurel Burch Dog, which is very similar to the cat in some ways, and then in some ways pretty different. So we're going to start off doing the same thing. You'll need your sketchbook and a pencil, and remember I'm using the Sharpie so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'll take you step by step. If at any time this is going too fast, just pause it and then you can continue when you're ready. So let's start on a fresh piece of paper. And we'll start the same way we did yesterday, where we find the middle of the page and then go up halfway between the middle and the top and make a little dot. And then we're going to make a dot halfway between that dot and the edge of the page on this side. And halfway between this dot and the edge of the page on this side. Then we're going to make our curvy lines from that first dot to the middle dot, going down and back up, down and back up, so that we have that W shape that is going to make the cheeks of our dog. Now, instead of going straight up like we did with the cat, we're going to go from this far dot here and go up and around and make a rounded head, and then come back and touch that end dot. And there's the head there. And then we'll do the same thing as the cat with giving it a chin. Now, I don't know about you if you have a dog, but I have 2 dogs and they love to lick. So I'm going to make mine with a little tongue sticking out here, because they seem to always be licking. And now we're going to do the nose. The nose is going to look a little bit different than the cat too. Instead of making a triangle kind of nose, we're going to make a heart nose. But we'll start off the same way with making a straight line and a straight line coming out like that. The point of the V here is at that first dot that you made. And then we're going to make a hump and a hump. So 2 curved lines to make the top of the heart. So now there's a heart-shaped nose there. Then we'll do 2 straight lines going up, but not all the way up to the top, making the side of the nose. And then we'll make a curved line from the top of that straight line up and around, and another curved line up and around. Okay. And then we'll make that football shape by going down and back up to where you started the eye, down and back up. And then we'll put those circle eyeballs in just like we did with the cat, touching the top and the bottom of that football shape. All right, and I'm going to give it, instead of long whiskers like a cat has, I'm just going to give it some little dots where its whiskers would be. So I'm going to do 3 on each side. All right, now for the ears. Now, dogs have different types of ears. There's dogs who have ears that stick up. There's dogs who have ears that flop down. There's shorter ears, longer ears. So I'm just going to do this ear right now. On the first one that you saw, let me go back to this. I made some long, floppy ears with curved or wavy lines on the ends. Okay, so my dogs have different types of ears. And I'm sure if you have dogs or if you've seen dogs, they do. There's some that go up. I don't have enough room to do an ear that goes up, sticking up, but you can make your ear stick up, or you can make them come down. I'm going to make mine kind of like one of my dogs has one that kind of comes up and kind of comes down like this. And they're a little uneven on him, so it's okay if they're a little uneven on your drawing. So now we start the body the same way we did the cat. Straight line on one side, and then this is his back because he's sitting, so it's curvy and it comes down like this. And then with the legs, I'm going to go around and up, and then I'm going to curve it so that his legs are a little bit apart from each other. Whereas the cat was sitting with its legs right next to each other, the dog, they're a little bit apart. And then we bring this And here over to the legs, just like we did with the cat. So dogs also have different kinds of tails. So I made a fluffy tail on this one, but maybe on this one I want to do a more smooth tail. So one of my dogs has a fluffy tail and the other one has a smooth tail. So I'll make a smooth tail on this one. So I'll come up. And dogs' tails kind of come more to a point than cats' tails do. But still, I'm going to keep my distance the same width apart like I did with the cat. This is about a little less than 2 finger spaces apart from each other. And notice how they're the same distance away from each other until we get to the end here. And there we have our Laurel Burch dog. Now, yours might look different than mine, and that's okay because you might have made the ears look different or you might have made the tail look different, and that's all right because it's your artwork. It should look like something you did, not something I did. So we're going to do the same thing today as you did yesterday with the cat. You can fill it in with patterns and with color, thinking about lines and shapes and repeating patterns and alternating patterns. And maybe I want to do one type of pattern in the ears and another one in the face and a different one on the legs and the tail, and break it up into sections and have all kinds of different patterns going on. That's up to you. So you can fill in your artwork with patterns and color. So have fun with this. And if you did not finish your cat from yesterday, you can also work on that. Take your time because tomorrow you'll have time to finish whatever you didn't finish today. So if you're taking your time and you haven't finished coloring, that's good because you should be taking your time. So just keep that in mind that if you didn't finish everything, it's all right. We'll have tomorrow to finish that. Have fun.